Babyface. That
Tracy Edmonds is Babyface.
is that his first name?
That's his real name.
No, his first name is Kenneth.
Hold on.
Kenneth Babyface Edmonds. Tracy was.
It was not Babyface. It was Jeffrey Daniels.
Okay, where you get Tracy
Babyface
Edmonds
was
from?
in Shalimar.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
I don't think so. No.
Y'all can't.
And Babyface's real name is Kenny or Kenneth Edmonds. Kenneth Babyface Edmonds,
It
not
was
Tracy.
Somebody Edmonds. Mr. Edmonds.
Okay, you're going to go Mr. now. You don't even know his first name. Welcome back to 411 Sports Talk Radio on FaceTimeRadio.com. Our website is 411sportsnews.com. If you want to listen to us from your cell phone, download the TuneIn app and search for FaceTime Radio, and booyah. There you have it.
Boo! Yeah.
The voices of the Benchwarmer and myself.
And myself.
Let's get into the NBA, and obviously get into the Houston Mavericks, Houston Dallas I-45 series is what I
Is that the
call it.
I-45? That is I-45.
When you go down south,
It's
on
I-45.
you go to Houston. If it
Because
was
it's San Antonio, it's I-35. Yeah,
right.
so we either got the 35 or 45 series.
So this is the I-45
Or if
series.
you're going up to Oakland, it's Oklahoma, it's the
Of
35. Actually, you can go
75.
75 or you can go 35. I go to the casinos on 30. I use 35.
Well, y'all call us the I-45 series. Mavericks are down 1-0 after losing to Houston on Sunday, 118-108. Dirk Nowitzki had 24 points. James Harden also had 24 points. But the key of the game to me, when I looked at that game from start to finish, is too many turnovers and, believe it or not, Dwight Howard.
I was going to say Dwight Howard, too. Because, go ahead.
I was going to say, when he was in the game, he was a huge impact.
He was an impact.
And he was out the game. That's where we
They
should
came
have
back.
took
That's when
advantage of the opportunity.
And they did take advantage of the opportunity. The problem is he came back in the game. And it's like you said at the break or during the break. They didn't take advantage of his foul trouble. Because he got into foul trouble quick.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm Rondo, drive to the basket. If I'm J.J. Barea, drive to the basket because you know you don't get him again.
Mm-hmm.
Get him out the game. Because Harden wasn't that big of a factor.
But he was killing us on the free throw line.
He was. He's going to the free. We know that. You know he's going to go to the free throw line.
He was killing us on the free throw line.
You know he's going to the free throw line. So that's a given. That's a given. He's going to get there.
Right.
You know. But the problem is can we take advantage of Dwight Howard on the bench? And do we have an answer for him when he's not on the bench?
If Tyson Chandler is on the floor when Dwight is not, we should be able.
Why can't we get Tyson Chandler on the floor with Dwight Howard and not have Dwight Howard be a factor?
Tyson Chandler, to me, I think he could hold. I ain't going to say hold. He could challenge him. I mean, obviously Dwight is a bigger dude than Chandler, but Chandler got some mean streak in him.
He can, but he didn't do it last night. I mean, he didn't do it Sunday.
He didn't do it last night. And the one player that I think should have stepped up, and he didn't, was Amara Stoudemire.
Well, you guys, I mean, we can. Do we want to make the segment "Who Should Have Stepped Up" segment? Because I can go Stoudemire.
It could have been Monte Ellis.
I could go Monte Ellis. Yeah, I could even go. Dirk had a good offensive night, but a terrible defensive night.
Did you see that game? The whole game?
I saw bits and pieces of it.
Did you see when he hit that 3-pointer on Jet Terry and the foul?
Yeah, and
they came back. He came back and shot at something at Jet.
Yeah, I saw when you're yelling at Jet. What you yelling at Jet for?
I think him and Jet Terry played together when they was here in Dallas for at least 6 or 7 years.
6 or 7 years. Actually,
and I know at times when Jet wasn't doing what he's supposed to do, Dirk got on him pretty bad.
Yeah. If I'm Jet, I'm like, I'm not with y'all no more. I'm supposed to hit this shot.
Well, yeah, Jet tried to block Dirk Nowitzki. Now, imagine that. A guard trying to block Dirk Nowitzki.
Too tall.
With the shot that he has,
unless you
3
Jordan.
and 1.
Unless you Jordan.
Well, yeah.
Jordan can guard anybody. Cleveland is up on the Celtics, 60-54. That's an easy series. Toronto is up on Washington, 27-21. And then the Mavericks play at 8:30 tonight So we'll look forward to that. But let's get back into this Maverick Houston series.
Meltdown to me.
You think?
That was a meltdown.
What was last? I don't think it was a meltdown. I think that Houston had control all along.
Man, they jumped out 32-19
right.
after one.
They had control
really?
all along. I didn't.
But then the Mariners came back.
They came back, but they came back with what? Dwight on the bench, and they evened it up. They never did. They ever even lead in that game?
They led. There only was 41-40.
Yeah, one time.
Just one time, right?
Yeah, I believe that they had control of the whole game. I don't think it was a meltdown. I just think that Houston was just too much for the Mavericks, and I still think they're too much for the Mavericks. The series of a 7 beating a 2, only maybe one time a 7 has beaten 2.
Right. And Chandler Parsons, he wasn't too much of a factor. He was 5 of 15 for 10 points. He missed all 4 of his threes. He didn't even go to the free throw line.
Right.
Another player they need to step up. Even though he's limping along.
He's limping too.
But if you're going to play, and if Mark Cuban's going to pay you almost $15 a year, you better be out there.
Here's a question. Let's say Chandler Parsons, I can heal up now. I'm pretty good right now, but if I sit one more game, I'll be better. Would you sit him now and play him the next game, or you'd play him this game?
It depends on how productive Richard Jefferson was in the final 6 games of the season when he was in place for I was going to say Chandler Parsons. Well, that's his name, Chandler Parsons. I get him and Tyson Chandler so crossed up.
I know because it's Chandler, yeah.
Chandler, but Chandler Parsons. Would I sit Chandler tonight? I would try one time.
Well, see, remember, you sit him tonight and they lose, they're down 2-0 2-0. You don't come back from 2-0 lead.
Which is possible because you get to come back here in Dallas and clean up and beat and have a series tied 2-2.
No, not this team.
I understand
not
this team. But for some reason, the Mavericks feel they can compete against the Rockets, even though they lost 3 or 4 games during the regular season against the Rockets.
Wait, I would feel like that too if I'm in the playoffs, because I'm in the playoffs.
Now, Rajon Rondo did exactly what we wanted him to do. He stepped his play up. He stepped up in this game. He shot the ball when he's supposed to. He was making some of his shots. He was distributing the basketball the way he should. He was okay, but he wasn't the problem. The problem was, in some way, shape, or form, the inconsistency of Chandler Parsons and Monte Ellis. If the Mavericks are going to win tonight, Monte Ellis has to have
the biggest problem is Monte Ellis.
He has to have at least 25-30 tonight. When he goes, so does the Dallas Mavericks.
Just me. Yeah, you're right. If you got Rondo taking most of your shots, Rondo was a top shooter on the Mavericks.
And that's cool because if he makes his shots, if it opens up everything else for the Mavericks, and it makes the Rockets start paying attention a little bit more. And right when he gets that attention, he'll burn them with his precise passing.
Listen, Rondo had 16 field goals. He was 7 of 16, right?
He was 7 of 16.
Chandler Parsons was 5 of 15. Dirk was 10 of 14. Those 3 scores, you got 10, you got Dirk had 24, and you got Rondo with 15. Those 3 scores.
And Monte still at 16.
And Monte, yes, but Monte was 5 of 16.
But look at his 3 free throws. Okay, that was his free throws. He was 2 of 4 from 3. So,
yeah.
I mean, he had an okay game, but he made only 5 shots and missed 11.
11.
That's not good. He only made 5 field goals out of 16 attempts. Not good.
And Stoudemire was 2 of 12?
To me, that was the biggest goal of the game is him.
Their whole all this year, before, and I hate to say it like this, but before they brought Rondo in, their shooting percentage was high. They were shooting at least 55, 56, 57%.
With Jameer Nelson.
Right. Now their Rondo is in, they're down to 44% shooting. Like last Sunday, they had 44% shooting percentage. You can't win a game like that. Too many turnovers.
This playoff series will determine if the Mavericks keep Rondo for next year. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree. I don't think they're keeping him anyway.
You don't think so?
No. I think he's gone.
Wow.
I really do. I think he's gone. I mean, your shooting percentage is down. And what's so crazy about it is too many turnovers. 17 turnovers last Sunday.
That's
17 turnovers.
That's what burnt the Mavericks. Turning over the ball. You don't do that against this team. You don't.
And 11 team rebounds?
You had more turnovers than rebounds. Not a good combination at all. It's just not.
This team is done. One and done.
You did say that.
I predicted Houston in 6.
Yes, you did.
I don't think they're going to sweep them. I don't think Houston's going to sweep them, but I predicted Houston in 6.
Do you think the Mavericks will win one game in Houston?
They win one.
They have 4 games in Houston versus Dallas is 3.
Here's what's going to happen. They'll win. It's the 4-3.
No, it's 2-2, 1-1-1.
Okay, so it's 2-2. So you got 2 Houston, 2 Dallas.
1 in Houston, 1 back in Dallas, and 1 in Houston. Game 7.
Right. So here's what's going to happen. Let me tell you how this is going to go down.
So who wins tonight? Since you're going to go ahead and work this out.
I think Houston's going to win tonight.
So they're going to be up 2-0.
Right. Dallas will win in Dallas.
2-2. They're both games?
They'll win.
Both games. Games 3 and 4 go to Dallas.
No. They'll win game 3.
So Houston get to come back to game 5 up 3-1.
Yeah.
In which you think Dallas is going to win.
Dallas will win that game.
And then game 6?
In Houston. They'll beat Dallas.
Okay. So the pressure will be on the Mavericks is when they win in Houston in game 5.
Right.
Okay.
Those are my thoughts.
Okay. All right. So
go around.
Right.
Go
Keep
around
going. It's not just
NBA?
a series. Keep going.
Oh, you want to go around the NBA?
Mm-hmm.
You want to go Golden State?
We're in the NBA. We
the
might
Pelicans?
Golden State and the Pelicans.
What's a Pelican? We do this all the time.
It's Louisiana State bird, Benchwarmer.
Okay.
It's their state bird.
I say this all the time, don't I?
It's their state bird, the pelican. Pelicans are birds that like to be around a swamp.
Well, they need
and
to
swamps
be,
are in Louisiana.
They getting swamped right now. You got Golden State up 2-0, and this is just ridiculous.
Will Golden State sweep the Pelicans?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes, they will.
I think they'll get one game in.
106. Your first game was 106 to 99. All right, and it wasn't even, that wasn't even close. It wasn't as close as the score said it was. You know, Golden State was just too much for the New Orleans. I can't even say the Pelicans right. I can't even say the Pelicans right. Steph Curry had 34 points. You had all their starters in double digits. Barnes 12, Green 15, Bogut 15, Thompson 21, Curry 34. Then you got I can't say this, Iguodala or something. How do you pronounce his name?
Iguodala.
You got him coming off the bench with 8 points. You know, and they put now mind you, you got with the Pelicans, you got Poindexter with 20 points, Davis with 35, and Gordon with 16. That's it. Nobody else shows up.
Anthony Davis is off the chain.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But everyone else,
nobody else shows up.
No one else. Eric Gordon had 16, and Quincy Pondes had 20. I mean, that's
it.
Okay, but I mean,
everybody else shows up.
The bench just, oh my God, the bench was just horrible.
The closest score you got is Norris Cole. He had 8 points.
And Golden State starting 5 were all in double digits.
All of them. All of them.
Wow. Their bench wasn't really, except for Andre Iguodala.
Yeah.
He had 8. Everybody else total 4 points, but their starters is the team.
That's it.
Wow.
That might be Golden State's Achilles heel. Because they really don't have a bench.
Man. Look at those minutes.
Because let's look at the minutes. If I'm Golden State, I need to develop my bench.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got 31 minutes from Barnes. You got 42 minutes from Green. 30 minutes from Bogut.
Andre Bogut.
36 minutes from Thompson, and Curry had 40 minutes. Iguodala got 30. He's got 31 minutes off the bench. You got 6 deep, and that's it. Barbosa 11 minutes. You know, That's all you got.